Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Dr. Amanda Gumbert. She's at the University of Kentucky. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Joanna.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because, every day we should think about our resources, but today is a special day that we really highlight our earth and what we can do to better protect it.
So, Earth Day is a day that in America we recognize and celebrate our earth. And we think about the life-giving resources that are here for us to use. So we're thinking about the water we have, the soil resources we have, and of course, air to breathe. And we just celebrate the fact that we have this lovely place for us to live.
Absolutely. And normally there would be big events and gatherings to kind of celebrate and do some of those practices, but we're not seeing as much of that. But there's some things that we could probably do on our own.
Right. So, in the past year, we haven't been able to gather, and typically on Earth Day, communities might have organized tree plantings. They may have some environmental education opportunities, but we're not able to do that as much. And so we can do things at home. And so I really encourage people to focus on what happens at home and think about the 3 R's. So you probably learned about the 3 R's sometime in school. And so what I'm talking about here are reducing, reusing, and recycling. So these are the 3 R's of waste management, I guess we would say. So I've read an interesting statistic recently, and it was kind of mind-blowing actually, that the average American produces almost 5 pounds of waste every single day. So when we think about that, a good thing for us to do is think about how can we reduce that 5 pounds of garbage that we generate. So one thing we can do is that first R is to reduce. And so I'm thinking about like when you go shopping, reduce the number of items that you purchase. And I'm not saying don't buy food if you need it and don't buy the things you need, but look at what you're purchasing and say, do I really need this? Could I purchase it in a different way? And the other thing is to throw less away. So that's that reduce part. So can I recycle it or can I compost? And so the second R is to reuse. So what can I repurpose? Can I reuse a milk jug for something else? Can I reuse a cardboard box that, a lot of us are getting things in the mail. We're not purchasing as much in stores anymore, but man, are we getting stuff that comes to us shipped, right? Trying to reuse or repurpose that cardboard box or packaging. And then also, if you have things that you're finished with, reuse those, donate them, try to get as much use as you can. And then finally, the recycling part. And so that's going to depend on what's close to you and what's available. But cardboard is very recyclable, aluminum cans, usually plastic bottles. So those things we can recycle and get those out of our landfills.
And a lot of times people might say, well, aluminum's not bringing that much right now, or I can't get money for cardboard. But it's probably more than financial. It's not putting that in the landfill. It's being able to reuse that. And this is a great time to sit down and come up with maybe a family plan. One, it brings awareness and teaches your children that it's important to think about these things. And it's something small that we can do. But sometimes we need to be reminded of this. And I think that's one of the great things about Earth Day. It serves as that good reminder.
Absolutely. And Earth Day is in April, so it's spring, and we're all ready to emerge from the winter and to be kind to the earth. And we see, everything budding out and starting to bloom and come back to life. And so we're just reminded on an annual basis of the life that we're given by the earth. And so we can do our part to not trash it, right? So, really thinking about, what it is that we use in our home, what we bring in, and then what goes back out in terms of our trash or our garbage. And
All right. Well, certainly appreciate you visiting with us today and giving us this general reminder that it's a good time to sit down and think about what we can do to make sure that we're taking care of this great resource that we've been given. Amanda, certainly appreciate you visiting with us today. And if you have questions, make sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.